Why experiment in the first place? We need to experiment because we need to de-risk ideas, and experiments need to be something that will help us validate our ideas. So it's impossible to predict how people will react in a fast-changing world, and this is exactly what we're going through right now and nowadays with the different things that have been changing, especially with COVID, with people's behaviors changing, with everybody moving to the work from home, to many different things that have been changing as well. So we need to test in order to increase efficiency and minimize risk as much as possible. We test, we learn by gathering the data, and then we move on by minimizing the risk. Everybody is building something. So there's a lot of competition out there. This is Product Hunt, a website called Product Hunt, where you can see all the new tools that are being built, all the new businesses that are being built as well. And you can get a lot of inspiration and see how many new technologies are emerging and new ways of implementing them as well. At the same time, Adspan keeps on rising. You can definitely see here in 2021, the digital ad spend in the United States reach or will reach $550 billion. So that's a lot of money in the States alone. So there's a lot of competition out there. Everybody is competing. All the businesses are competing for your attention and for your data. Last but not least, this is a study that was done by Price Intelligently, and it was a study that was done on 743 different companies. And basically what the results here were, or what they're telling us, is that customer acquisition cost has increased significantly over the years due to market saturation of marketing, buying for consumer attention. Everybody again is, or all the businesses are competing for our attention. The only way for us to stand out is by experimenting fast, gathering that data, and moving forward to the next experiments. Now, a successful experimentation process will be defined by the amount of experiments that you run, the success rate of those experiments, and the impact of those experiments as well. Because at the end of the day, if your experiments do not have a decent impact on your metrics, on your company objectives, then they will be in vain. So it's really important for them to have an impact and for you to study that data very well. However, it will go wrong, it will take time, there is no magic formula, there is no magic wand. Please do take into consideration that it might be a little bit frustrating at first to get those results, but you have to keep on pushing. And this is what happens when you start. What we're looking at here are the number of experiments and the return on investment based on those number of experiments as well. So as we can see, when we start experimenting, it's not like we're gonna get those wins and fails like crazy. We're gonna get a couple of wins, we're gonna get a lot of fails, but if we keep on going and if we keep on experimenting, if we keep on learning from the data, if we keep on learning from the experiments, we will end up with huge wins like this one. We can compare this win, for example, to when Mr. Sean Ellis created the referral program for Dropbox in 2009. And you guys probably remember what this was all about. That experiment and that referral program was a huge win for Dropbox, and it was able to put Dropbox on the map and get them to compete with the likes of Microsoft OneDrive and Google Drive as well. But the most important part is that this referral program was also based on data. Sean Ellis and their team and the growth team at Dropbox back then were studying the results from previous experiments, and this is when they decided that, okay, that's an idea of an experiment that we can try and implement. But at the end of the day, they will be an increasingly strong compound growth. Again, we will have fails. The important thing is to learn from them, and compound growth will come at the end.